A bill for an act to amend the provisions of a 2010 Electoral Act has scaled second reading in the House of Representatives. The bill seeks to give legal backing for the use of card readers during elections, disqualify political parties who are involved in electoral violence, among others. The amendment of the 2010 Electoral Act has been a contentious issue in the National Assembly. There are different clauses in the Act which the National Assembly has been trying to amend. The most controversial clause relates to the sequence of general elections in the country. Electoral body INEC has fixed dates for the elections and set the sequence of the elections, with the National Assembly and presidential elections coming first, followed by the governorship and state houses of assembly elections. However, the National Assembly is trying to amend the Electoral Act, changing the sequence of the elections, proposing that the National Assembly election to come first, followed by the governorship and state houses of assembly elections, then finally the presidential election. The President has refused to assent to the Electoral Act Amendment Bill, and the House of Representatives thought it wise to represent the bill after making modifications based on the President's reasons for withdrawing his assent.
Bill for an act to amend the provisions of the Electoral Act No. 6, 2010. You would recall that the bill was a consolidation of 10 individual bills seeking to amend sections of the Electoral Act 2010.
While some lawmakers supported the bill, others say it should be stepped down.
Some honorable colleagues might have some misgiving in certain aspects of this proposed bill. I believe we will do a public hearing.
If there is irregularity in an election and the election is marred by violence, that the tribunal has right to cancel and declare the second person winner of the election.
I have no clear understanding of what this electronic voting entails. I therefore would ask, as other people have suggested, that we please step it down.
The Speaker called on the Chairman, Rules and Business Committee of the House to clarify the distinction between the current bill and that which was stepped down last month.
This is the bill with the same contents as that which we passed here enthusiastically and forwarded to the President for his assent. The President took objections to some elements within that bill and rejected his assent. Now it was brought back to the House. We took notice of the President's objections, and the bill was remodeled.
The matter was eventually referred to the Committee of the Whole, bypassing the public hearing stage, which the Chairman, Rules and Business Committee, explains had already taken place before the previous bill was stepped down.
Enhance citizens' right to access to clean water and sanitation.
Meanwhile, the passage of the Water Resources Bill has been put on hold in the Senate as lawmakers disagreed on some clauses in the proposed legislation which relates to the state control of water resources. The Chairman, Senate Committee on Water Resources, Senator Mohammed SHITU, presented a report on the National Water Resources Bill. The bill seeks to pave way for a national law on water resources and ultimately provides strategies to improve the management and delivery of efficient water supply to Nigerians.
The bill seeks to provide a regulatory framework for water resource sector in Nigeria, ensure that the nation's water resources are properly protected, used, developed, conserved, managed and controlled. C. Meet basic water needs of the present and future generations.
But some lawmakers are not comfortable with some clauses in the bill which relates to states' control of water resources.
The intention here is to look at certain rivers that the federal government wants to have control over. Let's leave them. But when we put this kind of omnibus clause about federal government total control of water, this is going to lead to a lot of confusion and a lot of legal rumbling. And we are further depriving our citizens of the right to make use of the resources within their communities, just like water.
However, some other lawmakers argued in favor of the bill.
You see, the whole idea here is that the federal government is the custodian of all the water resources in the country. But of course, you know, if it is within your own area, you can use it.
The disagreement between lawmakers put a halt to the process of passing the bill. Senate President Bukola Saraki consequently directed the chairman and vice chairman of the committees on water resources, judiciary and legal matters to resolve the contentious areas in the bill within 1 week and report back to the Senate on the way forward.